Hey everyone, it's Erica. In this video, I am going to show you how I make KissCut sticker sheets. Whether you are a small business owner who wants to make sticker sheets for your shop, or you just want to make them for personal use, I hope this tutorial helps. I am going to walk you through how to make a cut file, print it, and cut sticker sheets with a silhouette portrait. Let's get started. First, let's gather our supplies. You're going to need a printer. The ones I have are all from Canon, and they all serve different purposes. Here's a handy chart of all the printers that I currently have. Today we are going to be using the Canon Image Class printer. It's a LaserJet printer and toner is pretty expensive. I also have a more affordable Canon G620, which I love as well. You are also going to need some sticker paper. I get all of my sticker paper from Online Labels, who is the sponsor of today's video. I have been using Online Labels for about 8 years now, and they have never failed to deliver quality products every time. The sticker paper has been very consistent over the years. As you can see on their website, they offer many different types of sticker paper. I use Clear Matte for laser for most of my deco stickers. I also have Clear Matte for inkjet for more detailed planner stickers, and the craft sticker paper works with both laser and inkjet printers. I also use standard white and weatherproof matte for packaging materials. I mentioned in my previous tutorial that I love using glossy white sticker papers for making photo stickers for my journal. That's just a small fraction of all of the materials available at Online Labels. Use the code SERICA to get 10% off your order at onlinelabels.com. You also need a cutting machine, a blade, and a cutting mat. I'm going to be using a Silhouette Portrait 3, but with some adjustments, you can apply this tutorial to other models and brands. You will need to have your cutting machine already set up and calibrated. I'll leave links below to the official Silhouette YouTube channel and website, which has tutorials on how to get started with your specific model. There are several ways to source artwork for your stickers. You can draw them and then take a photo of them or scan them onto your computer or tablet. And here I have some artwork that I have turned into stickers in the past. You can also draw them digitally, which cuts out the step of having to scan them onto your computer later. Today, I'm going to be turning these fountain pens that I did in Procreate into stickers. You can also buy artwork for your designs. If you're selling them, just make sure to get the right commercial license. Personally, we like to use creativemarket.com, but there are plenty of other websites and stock image sites that you can get imagery from. You can also find vintage and copyright-free images that are in the public domain, and that is available for commercial use as well. We actually use all of these methods to make the sticker designs that are in our shop. So we have exclusive artwork from me, we have licensed artwork, and we have vintage imagery. What you won't find is AI-generated images because it's usually generated from stolen artwork, and we're not about that. Now that you have your art, it is time to format it into a sticker sheet. I do this in Photoshop or Procreate, and you can use any design software of your choice. To set up your canvas, you are going to put in the dimensions of your sticker sheet that you want. For mine, I usually do 3¼ inch by 7¼ inch. Make sure to make it 300 pixels per inch or DPI, and that way it is high enough quality for print. You're also going to want to choose CMYK for the color setting because that is what is required for printing. We have a very simple design for our sticker sheet. It's just a logo and the title of the sticker sheet, and at the bottom is the SKU. And you can do any design that you want. I've seen some super cute sticker sheet designs out there. As far as arranging the stickers, sometimes it's very straightforward. As you can see here, I'm just putting the fountain pens in a little neat row. Other times, it can be a little bit more complicated and you will have to move them around to see what the best fit will be. I try to put as many stickers as I can onto each sticker sheet, making sure to leave some white space around each image so that there's enough room to offset a cut line. You could do this in Silhouette Studio, but since the program is very buggy and it's constantly crashing, I want to spend as little time in that program as possible. I often will make any final adjustments to the images. This is where I adjust the contrast, the saturation, and sharpening so that it can print out a little better. Once you're done with your final adjustments, go ahead and export your image as a PNG. I prefer PNG over JPEG because it's a little bit higher quality. And then it's time to put it into Silhouette Studio and generate some cut lines. Set up your files so that it's the right paper size and the right mat according to your machine. I'm using the Portrait. Make sure your registration marks are turned on as well, and that the inset is the smallest it can be. Let's start with making the cut line that goes around the sticker sheet itself. I do a rounded rectangle. You can choose a regular rectangle if you want. And I make that to be the exact size of the sticker sheet I want. So that's going to be 3 1/4 and 7 1/4. There's going to be 2 different settings. One is going to be cut through and one is kiss cut. For the outline of the sticker sheet, we're going to make a cut through line. And that I'm going to make in purple. You can choose any colors that you want. For some sticker sheets, the cut lines are going to be very straightforward. But for things like these fountain pens or any sort of complicated imagery, I use Image Trace. So go over to the Image Trace panel, and then you're going to select the Image Trace area. Then this yellow highlighted area is going to pop up, and you want to just adjust the sliders on the threshold to make it so that all the images become yellow. Once it looks good, you're going to trace the outline of the image. And then you get these cut lines that are generated by the software. We're going to offset it so that the cut line is not so close to the image. So you're going to click on the actual cut line, and as you can see, they're all one giant cut line that's all selected together. We're going to go to offset, which is the little star icon. I usually make the offset 0.05 to 0.065. And then I just kind of look at it and see if I like the amount of space that it's left around the image. And then I'm going to take the original cut lines that are really close to the image. I'm going to select that and just delete it. So we're going to start adjusting the cut lines that are left. First, I like to simplify where I can and smooth out things where I can. Now it's finally time to print and cut the sticker sheets. I'm going to go to File to Page Setup, and I'm going to choose the printer that I'm going to be using. Once you go to the print dialog by going File to Print, it's going to vary here with your printer and sticker paper type. If it's the first time I'm printing it out, I will usually take a look over it, see if the colors are correct, if the sharpness is good, if it's bright enough or dark enough, make any adjustments, and then print until I'm satisfied. After that, I line up the paper on my sticky mat. And then I'm ready to load it up into my Silhouette Portrait 3. As you can see here, I have a little line here, and that is because this is the best place for my cutting mat I found. And I do use a generic kind, but this goes for the official cutting mat and for this one. For some reason, I have to put it a little bit left of this line in order for the registration marks to work. So I made a little line on every one of my machines, and that indicates where it works best for us. If it's your first time doing Kiss Cut sticker sheets, you're gonna have to experiment. There may be a few sheets of paper that are wasted. If it's cut too deep, you're gonna end up with a lot of little sticker flakes. You're gonna have to pull them all off, and yeah, that's a little frustrating, but sticker flakes are really cute. If it's not deep enough, you're going to have to make the cut depth deeper or make your force a little bit stronger and then try again. And after all of that experimentation, be sure to save those cut settings as a custom preset so that you never have to go through that again. Once you're done, you can carefully peel off your sticker sheet. I do this upside down on the table so that it doesn't bend too much. If I do it right side up, it tends to curl a lot more. Next, I'm checking to see if the cut lines are deep enough, and here it looks pretty good. Now I have my sticker sheets. They look awesome. I'm very happy with them. I hope this video was helpful, and let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to leave plenty of information in the video description below, including articles, blog post tutorials, and materials. So that's it. See you all for the next video. Bye.